Welcome back to Berrien Birders. We have got a fun bird for you.
Yes, we do. This is a bird that we suspect has been around for a couple of years, but very elusive and hard to track down. But this bird we kind of heard in the same location at Chickaming Township, and it was kind of making a like a bee buzz, 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 and some variations of the blue-winged warbler song, and could never quite track it down until this morning.
Yeah, we were listening to this a couple years ago. I heard in this exact same little opening in Chickaming here in southwest Michigan, I was hearing a bird going bee, biz, biz, which was kind of not quite the right cadence for golden winged. Then this one today, you hear it going both bee, buzz, kind of stuttering on the buzz, and then sometimes it's going the bee, buzz, bee, that it throws
Yeah,
an
there's
extra
like a high
syllable
pitch at
there.
the end. Yeah.
It's kind of interesting how, I mean, Chickaming, this is a place that has a lot of blue-winged warblers. We don't have typically golden-winged breeding here in southwest Michigan. Um, but blue-winged is a fairly common breeding bird here, and we heard two other blue-wings distantly, and there's probably a dozen of them on territory. So so most of the blue-wings are paired up and on territory, and this guy looks like he's still looking for a mate.
Yeah, well, I guess we can go into kind of the differences with this guy because he looks a little different than his blue-winged buddies. He's got the black beard and the mask,
Yeah,
that
the,
throat
the
patch.
ladies there are saying, bro, you need to clean that beard up a little bit and maybe lose that goth eyeshadow because we're just not having this. The genetics of these birds is very interesting. Blue-winged warbler has yellow underparts and a black face. Golden-winged warblers has the face pattern you see in white underparts. And now let's see if I can remember the genetics on the spot of this. Blue-wing's face pattern is the dominant face pattern. So the thin little black eye stripe is what you typically get. But golden wing, um, oh man, I lost this.
They don't have the blue wing doesn't have the black throat patch, right?
Blue
That's
wing
a
does not
golden
have
wing.
does not have the black throat. Um, and so to get the yellow is also a recessive trait. That's what it is. That golden wing's underparts are dominant, and blue wing's face pattern is dominant. So
Ah,
typically, if you get a blue winged and a golden winged, then the two dominant traits come out. So you get a white bird, you get the golden winged underparts, and you get the blue wing's face pattern. This bird has both recessive characters. So what that means is that likely a Brewster's warbler that would have been carrying the genes for the face pattern mated with a blue-winged at Chickaming that happened to be carrying the recessive golden-winged face pattern. And so then Brewster's times blue-winged turned out a bird with a couple of with both recessive patterns, the golden-winged face and the blue-winged underparts.
and they refer to that as Lawrence's warbler, which I'm not sure of why where the names came from, but
Presumably the first dude who described it, or some dude who was being honored. Lord only knows. I mean, they're going to rename all the eponyms, the stuff that's named after things, and I guess that'll include the hybrids as well. So
yeah,
who
yeah,
knows what they're
probably.
going
Who
to
knows
do
what
with
this
whether they just call this F2 hybrid or if they come up
will
with something better. Interestingly, I mean, I've had Lawrence's at Chickaming before. About 10 years ago, I think Brad Anderson found one 2 meadows south of the parking lot. This is 2 meadows north of the parking lot. And yet, I've never seen Brewster's at Chickaming, and I've only come across one Brewster's once, just kind of randomly at Floral.
Yeah, you
And
talk about. I mean, you went through a lot of things that had to happen to for this bird to exist. How common are these?
well, not very, but the interesting thing is the Brewsters should be more common than the Golden Wing, since you need a Brewsters to throw
To
in
make
some
a
Golden
Lawrence.
Wing genes to get to Lawrence's, and it's got to find a mate. That you can see that this guy, given that this is 2 out of the last 3 summers, has been singing well into kind of June, July, kind of throughout the day. He's not paired up. And so the question is whether the roosters are whether they also have trouble finding mates, or if they look close enough to a golden wing that they can, maybe it's low lights and a blue wing doesn't really notice that this bird's actually white underneath rather than yellow underneath, and it might be able to throw some genes into the gene pool.
Yeah, so I guess not technically a full species, but still a really cool hybrid, and something I've never seen before. So
yeah, you might be a lister if you don't care about this bird, because, or at least maybe a complete unabashed, unredeemable lister if you can't care about this bird. Doesn't count, but still very cool nonetheless.
Absolutely.
We'll see you next time with more exciting birds.
All right.